Hey, everybody. Here we are with Emily Beauchamp from Growing Together Doula Services here in North Bay. Emily, how are you?
Good, you?
Excellent, thank you. Thanks so much for hopping on. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your business.
Yeah, um, so I started Growing Together Doula Services while I was pregnant with my second child, my second son, in 2017,
Okay,
and it was a complete career shift for me. And for Growing Together Doula Services, I mostly just focus on the postpartum period with families right now. And I basically come in after baby's been born and a new baby has been born or brought into the family if there's an adoption. And I basically help them all kind of adjust to their new roles as parents, as siblings, a big brother or sister. I've worked with grandparents even, adjusting to a first grandbaby, finding their role as
yeah,
not too motherly, but still fun and kind of things. So yeah, it's great it's a great support system because I work with their support systems. I work alongside, their medical support systems, which would be OBs or midwives. I, friends and family that want to be a part of that whole process. And I bring to families, certifications, I bring knowledge, and I bring, this non-biased, safe space
right.
where, I'm not, back in my day I did this and things like that, which can
Yeah,
put pressure on parents. And I'm a big advocate of validating, parents and just them doing them, it's their baby, it's their family, and they get to, kind of dictate how they want to run things. And being that, yeah, you're doing a great job, because at the end of the day, sometimes you just want to hear that you've done a good job today.
yeah, that's right. Just a little bit of confirmation, a little pat on the back, perhaps.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I do for families.
That's
Um,
awesome.
I work in a lot of areas of pregnancy and birth within that, but that's my main focus with my program right now, with my
That's
business.
awesome. And you said you even work with grandparents. So we're grandparents of a new 10-month-old, and we're having a blast. It's awesome. I can wind her up and then I just hand her off, you know?
Yeah.
So tell me what that looks like when you're working with grandparents. What sort of information are you passing along?
It varies a lot because there's so much information, and of course, depending on the ages of everybody, it could be very different from a time when they might have been parents,
Right.
and if they haven't necessarily been keeping up with things because it might be their first grandchild on either side, then it's like kind of a big mind blown. Wow, I didn't know half of this information at all. So it could be around sleep, it could be around feeding the baby, it could be just extra safety precautions that we now know about, or and
Right.
things like that. Other times it's just kind of getting the focus on the parents as well, and not just baby, of here's a suggestion on how to help parents, because it's some parents want to hold baby and keep baby close. So alternative suggestions would be, do you have some time or some space to fold some laundry or do some cleaning? Can you make some meals and bring them over? And it's things that
Right.
not everybody necessarily thinks off the bat. They'll be like, oh, I'll come over and hold baby all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to hold the baby. But there's other things that can really benefit new parents too, if they're able to, of course.
Right. So how does one or how do you charge for your services? Is it by month, by week, by day, by hour? What does that look like?
Um, it can be by hour, but I also have set packages, so parents can kind
Okay.
of get so many hours. It includes different things, and they can kind of customize their own little packages as well if they need to. But if they just needed some help here or there, then it can be by the hour.
Okay, that's interesting. And then how long generally would a new mom, dad use your services for? Is it like months? Is it a year? Longer? What does that look like?
It's usually around 2 to 3 months, and that's broken up into so many hourly shifts. So I can be with, I think my longest I might have been with a family is 6 months so far. But that wasn't, of course, every day. Might not have necessarily been even every week. There is some flexibility for scheduling depending on needs of the family.
Interesting. So how long have you had this business going for in North Bay?
So I started it in 2017, and as soon as I, kind of opened my business kind of online, had my website up and done, I got a client within the first month.
That's
At
awesome.
8 months pregnant myself. And you know what? I made it work. It was a great learning experience. And yeah, I've just been doing it ever since. And I definitely love it. It's definitely
That's awesome. It's a really interesting service. There's not a lot of it in town. And I know my daughter had a baby 10 months ago. So I know the amount of work and effort that it takes and that's required. So, okay, what's the best place for people to find you? Should they go right to the web? Should they give you a call? How do you want them to contact you?
Usually people give me a call.
Okay.
But that's usually after they've either found me on my website or on Facebook.
Okay. So your website is growingtogetherdoulaservices.com?
Yep.
And your phone number would be, what's your best number to reach you at?
705-845-6401.
That's excellent. Emily, thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate it. It's very cool. Stay on for a second. We'll just talk after this.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.